Hello, everybody. Lighting okay? Should I add more light? That didn't do anything. Let's see. I have my handy dandy window. It looks a little dark. Why does it look a little dark? I don't know. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday! It's Friday! Yay! There's a person. Let me pull up the thing. Because I don't have headphones in the jack. I have it on the charger. So let's see if I need to put headphones in so you guys can hear me. Let's see. I'm live. That's a thing. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Yay! Yay! It's an Anna. I hope you're having an awesome day too. Thank you. This week I have just felt super duper colorful. So I went ahead and pulled out my old necklace that's missing some gems, but it's okay. It's still pretty. I got new clothes, so I feel awesome. Just all happy. It's wonderful. Today's gonna be fun. I got a new deck that I did a pretty unboxing video for. You know, it was overhead and I did the cards individually. And then silly iOS 11 didn't want to show the picture for it. And YouTube was giving me issues. So we can do the unboxing here in the group. And it's so pretty and it's so little. Like, look how tiny this thing is. It like fits in my hand. This is the smallest deck I have. At first it was the Enchanted World Tarot that was super, super tiny. Now I have this Lenormand. I'm not sure which one I want to go with yet. I've heard both. Let me see. Hello, Missy. I know. And you're probably going to want to add this to the wish list. Hi, Tammy. Hello, everybody. So I figure we'll talk about that today. We'll probably talk about books. We'll probably talk about the new challenge that's going to be coming up this month. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. It's going to be an all over the place kind of Friday. And I'm doing this a little bit earlier because typically if you've been in the group long enough, you know that I do live streams at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But today we have a doctor's appointment for baby girl, so I need to do it a little bit earlier because she's going to take her nap earlier so we can go do that. So, like I said, first off, today we're going to be doing the Gilded Reverie. It's French. Don't know how to pronounce it. Thank you. I also got some lavender nail polish. I did my nails and my toes. Me too. I hope she's gained weight because I have such a tiny, tiny little girl. But we're going to be doing the Curio Marchetti's Gilded Reverie. And I love it. It's so tiny and it's so beautiful. So let's get started. So first of all, when you get it, it'll be wrapped in plastic, of course. I've used it a couple times, so it's not wrapped in plastic. But it looks like a little book. It even has the stuff on the side, on both sides. It has, you know, the code on the bottom. And then on the back, it literally is kind of like a book. It's by US Game Systems, so they might have it on their website. And, had one too. Now she's very grown up and raid my wardrobe. I'm actually kind of excited for that. She tries to do that anyway. She walks around, and this is how you know it's ridiculous, because I'm a heavy-set woman. I have very big bras. So, but my daughter still tries to put like these triple D strapless bras on her, and she's like, bra? Yes, baby, bra. I love it. Missy, my Lenormand deck is very tiny. Yes, I love it. I actually kind of like it. It fits in my purse so much easier than my decks do. Because normally, in my little cabinet of decks here, I carry around my tarot cards in Crown Royal bags. So this one is my Witch's Tarot. And then my tiny, tiny tarot deck is, I guess, the original print of the Enchanted World, and that's in the purple bag. So it's funny because this is the size for the Enchanted World. Oh, it's actually smaller. This is tiny. Oh my god. This would be a perfect thing. Hi, Christina! We're unboxing things. And we'll probably do readings and stuff from these. But I'm used to carrying them in Crown Royal bags in my purse. So it's very much, I'm used to having like this bag carried around, but this actually fits in my purse so nicely because it's so tiny. Christina says, I keep my herbs in glass patron bottles. My goal was, because I'm working on gardening this year for the first time, I wanted to get teapots and plant my stuff in teapots, but the Goodwill and the Ark didn't have enough teapots for me to use. But that's okay. I can still do it later. Wow. Christina says the original Gilded Reverie is smaller than the extended. Wow. So yeah, this is the extended version, which it comes with 8 extra cards, and I actually kind of like it, because I'm a very meticulously detailed person, and it kind of adds an extra bit of detail. So I will show you how it expanded a couple of these cards and what the extra ones. I know, exactly. So when you first open it, first of all, it opens from the side. Oh, it's so cool. It's just like, oh, from the side. And then it comes, and as soon as you open it up, there's this adorable little picture of the dog for actually one of the cards. And I really shout out to Christina for being awesome and helping me figure out exactly how to work Lenormand and how close to tea leaf reading it is. I love it so much. But it comes with a little book first, and it gives you the basic foreword, the breakdown of Lenormand. As you go through each card, it tells you how it is in relation to the original Game of Hope for Lenormand. And then it tells you, comparing to that deck, different variations you'll see. So for example, for the ship, they talk about how some decks, instead of having a ship there, because it's just travel, they might have an airplane or a submarine or things like that. And I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me know. Then it gives you how to use the extra cards, first of all. And then it gives you some handy-dandy sample spreads, which I thought was awesome. But because I'm an intuitive reader, I've just been doing daily draws of 2 cards. And I love the explanation of, for Lenormand versus Tarot. Tarot gives you the Tarot gives you the why of the situation. Lenormand gives you the how. So it gives you the specific details, and then I was like, oh my god, this can be expanded in such a beautiful way, because then you can have Lenormand give you the steps, Tarot give you the energy, Oracle cards give you the emotions, Pendulums can give you the specific yes or no questions, Palmistry can give you the details of that exact person. I just loved it. I was so excited. But once you take the book out, which it's very, very tiny, because it's a tiny deck, look at the back of these cards. Oh, it's so beautiful. These will be wrapped in plastic, but I took it out of the plastic, and they will, of course, be in order. These are not in order, because I've been using them. Ooh, Missy has the 7th Sphere Lenormand deck. That's awesome. So, first of all, the art is freaking gorgeous. I kept getting the recommendation to do the Under the Rose Lenormand for my first deck, but I didn't really want to, because I was like, but what about this pretty Curio Marchetti deck right here? What about this one? What's wrong with this one? And everybody just kept telling me to do the other one. I'm glad I got this one, because it's so awesome. What is wrong with the lighting? It's being... Sorry. Can I get some light? Maybe if I turn it this way. Meh. I think that made it worse. Oh, I will check out Curio's Tarot and Oracle decks. I saw those, and I was like, oh, the art is so gorgeous. So, because this is a very beautiful woman on the front. I am not ashamed to admit that. I think this is a very beautiful woman. I'd date her. She's wonderful. And I was just like, ooh, beautiful woman, I need to buy this. Ah, you're fine, Anna. The replay will be up. It'll be sent out to the newsletter and everything. So, but thank you so much for joining me. It's been awesome. You got the Celtic Lenormand. That's awesome. I need to take a look at that. So, this ship, for example, gave me such Treasure Planet vibes, if you've seen that movie. I love Treasure Planet. It's so underrated. But it just made me think of going off to that, and it's just like, you know, travel. I would love to travel on that. I'd want his, like, hoverboard and skates and stuff. And it's funny, I just did my daily draw with these. Woo! Falling apart. And I actually got these two. I got the Labyrinth, which is one of the extra cards in the deck, and I got the ship. Literally, like, in this order. So as I was going through this, I was like, okay, I was trying to figure out steps on how to best relax and stop overdoing things. So it's like, hey cards, you're great for actionable steps. Tell me steps that I can do to relax. So apparently I'm going on a trip, guys. I need to go on a trip. And I need to also remember that I'm not alone in my little journey of, you know, running a business and doing things from home and stuff. So awesome. Thank you so much for telling me that. But I actually really like the extra cards like this. The extra cards you can tell different from the other ones because, and it took me the book that Christina recommended for me. Where is it? I had it. It's somewhere. I don't know where the book went. The Essential Lenormand. I have it somewhere. I know I put it somewhere, but I don't know where it went. That's okay, Tammy. Enjoy your muggle job as much as you can. It was telling me that if you just take the 2s and the 5s out of a regular playing card deck, you have a Lenormand deck. So all the little symbols in the corner that you'll see for Lenormand, all they're telling you is this is what that card would be. And I'm like, ooh, thank you so much for answering that, because no one online was telling me why. I really wanted to know why, that specific question. So I love that Rana George, the author of The Essential Lenormand, answered that question. Because I was like, that's the biting question for me. I need to know. But all the extra cards, all 8 of the extra cards in this deck in the extended version have all 4 of the suits in the corner. So you can tell, hey, this is an extra card, this isn't something else. So I really like that. So this was the Labyrinth. And we will go through these cards one by one, and then we will probably do readings, because I love this deck. And then Lily's I thought was gorgeous, because I love stained glass. My daughter's name is Lily. So I'm like, ooh, lilies, how pretty. And they're water lilies, which is wonderful. I thought the ring was gorgeous, just symbol of commitment, and just this opulent ruby ring. Just it's kind of that thing of how people put merit on their marriage depending on how opulent the ring that they get is for the engagement. So this is like the most opulent of opulence. I wouldn't even put a price. This is a priceless ring. Christina says, I think the tree is my favorite card in that deck. I'm also partial to the rider. Yes. And we'll see, the rider is a unicorn. That's why she loves it. This is another extra in the deck. It's the compass pointing your way towards something specific, which I really, really like. For those moments where you're just like, literally go that direction. I also like that for Lenormand, depending on what is on the cards, that'll determine what side you need to pay attention to and the energies of each one. Now, the thing I found funny is, and actually really nice, they literally said in the book that they include 2 men and 2 women in this deck, specifically for if you are in a homosexual relationship or, you know, a non-heterosexual relationship. Yay, it's Susie! So I really enjoyed that touch, but it's interesting to see that the 2 different men and the 2 different women, hi Pamela, have complete different energies about them, you know? So it's like, and the reason why I say this is because one of the men came up, and it's funny. One of the women literally is the one on the front here, but then the other woman is just as sexual as this man, because I'm looking at him when I was pulling it up, and I'm like, somebody has sex bedhead. Just like, he's a wild man, and I just got super excited with this card. This is a beautiful man, and both of them are draped in this red cloth, and you're like, ooh, both of you were getting into some stuff. So I thought that was a really subtle way, because you'll see the other guy, he doesn't have that same masculinity about him. He looks like Noah from The Notebook holding a rose. Hi, Maria. And is just super, you know, like, I'm sensitive and I'm gonna write you poetry. And I have bare feet, so you know I'm hardworking, but at the same time, I'm, you know, gonna sweep you off your feet. Whereas this guy's like, I'm gonna sweep you off your feet in a different way. And I'm okay with that. That's totally fine. So, next one's the letter. It was funny, I got this for a daily draw one day, and I actually had just gone to Barnes & Noble and debated whether or not to get a quill for myself. Because they have some beautiful quills over there, and I was like, do I need a really fancy pen? It'd be nice, but I'm not going to do that quite now. I'm going to stick to my cider. Okay, so funny story also with this deck so far. This is the coffin. So this is literally like the death card, but it's a death that you can see coming, like in tarot. I was practicing using this deck on the hotlines, and this woman asked about this guy she was with and if his wife was going to pass soon, and I got this, and I'm like, that's a yes. How long? There's an 8 in the corner. 8 months? Okay, so that's what he told me. Oh my god! That was on point. Shocked the hell out of me, but I was like, this deck's on point so far. I hadn't even used it that long yet. It was wonderful. See what I mean? Like, this is the first woman in here. So this is the sensitive, I read books by bay windows in, what is it? In a window seat, and I journal, and I love lavender and all that kind of stuff. You know, Susie asked if you know the difference between 8 weeks and 8 months. I've been going off my intuition and how I feel in the actual reading. I did tell her between 8 weeks and 8 months, just in case. There's also a couple times I had a 3 and a 4 there. So I was like, okay, it's between 3 weeks and 4 days or March 4th. It's one of the two. But that is the longest thing. And they were like, okay, that timeline works. So I just have been gauging it. And I find it really works to be, depending on the situation, how long it'll particularly take. This woman was dying of cancer, and they had just found out that it had come back up. So I was like, 8 months feels a lot better than 8 weeks. I don't feel she's going to have as big of an issue that quickly. You know. Susie, intuition. I know some people stuck in using specific time. I read with intuition. Exactly. And I could see why for this deck, because some of these cards you could kind of do intuition on. Like this one, it has a 29 in the corner, the 29th of a month. But some of these are going into the 40s because it has 44 cards. It has 8 extra cards. So I'm wondering whether or not to do certain months with those, or keep it to 44 days or 44 weeks or something like that. Like those can take quite some time and could be a little bit more variable. I'm still trying to figure out how to intuitively read the bigger number ones. Like this one. Christine, I don't believe there's a traditional way to do timing with Lenormand. Excuse me. I think she does. Christina's asking if in the Essential Lenormand book that it offers timing. I believe it does. I'm just not that far. I just read past her explaining her background with Lenormand and receiving her first deck from her uncle and then realizing she could buy decks online and things like that. So I'll probably run into it. I just haven't yet. Because, like, let me move this so you guys can see. Look how many books I gotta get through. I have so many. And then I have some up there too. So I have a lot of reading to do. So I've been sporadically going through them all, which is why I was like, we'll probably talk about books today. I could reduce the bigger ones. You're super right. So, but this was the one for fish. Abundance. And I like this because they're bottom feeders on the bottom of the lake. You can tell they're on the bottom because of the grass. So I'm like, obviously they're abundant. They're fat, you know? I really love this depiction for the moon and for cycles. I thought that was really wonderful. Super pretty. And all of these cards are really great. And just with the detail. Like, this is probably my favorite card out of the deck. I want to read in this park. I want to go sit with these peacocks, like these beautiful white peacocks. I want to go inside of that greenhouse with those giant lilies. I want to just be here and read at the fountain. It's wonderful. You know. And this card has come up I don't know how many times in the past few readings that I've done with this. And there are some biblical themes in this. The guidebook that it comes with literally gives, it gave Ecclesiastes, like a quote from the Bible a couple times. So I'm like, okay, this could work even if you like the Christian-based decks. Yes, see? Mr. Notebook. You see what I mean? Compared to... Yes, so if you do a relationship reading with this deck and both guys come up, then it's a homosexual relationship. Same thing with both women. But I'm just like, look at the difference between these guys. He's like, I'm going to bring you chocolate and flowers and read you poetry. I'm going to do something else with poetry and chocolate and flowers in bed, you know? I love it. It makes me adore this even more. I like the whip in here too, which I got mixed feelings about the whip because some people take it in a sexual way, and then some people take it in a repressive way. So it's all about finding that balance. The book. This is the one on Amazon that they display as the book, which I wish they would have done a couple of their landscape cards so that I would have been able to see. Here's an extra card, which this is really well. This works super well when you have multiple cards. So this is another extra one, the well. I love it because it's comedy and tragedy. So if you are on the side with the well, that's comedy. Obviously favoring some things manifesting in your life and that you're pulling out of the well. But if you're on tragedy's side, there's a problem over here with that. I love that distinction. And then if you're looking towards yourself, the mouth is open, so you are capable of making the choice. It's just a matter of which one do you want to swallow. I love that specificity. Is that better, Pamela? Under my fan. I love my fans. Beautiful fans. I got that one, whoops, came off. I got this one in Japan. And it's got rating on the back. But the tack fell off, so I will fix that in a little bit. But yeah, I have a fan. Let's see. The magnifying glass is another one, looking at the specific details. Which I find really, really insightful. Sometimes if you want to look at it. So yesterday, someone was asking a health question for me, and I got the snake in this, and I'm like, I don't think this woman's sick. I think she needs to go to the doctor, and they need to take a closer look, because I think she's just kind of, whoa, over-dramaticing this kind of stuff. The scythe, I thought, was really great. I keep getting a bowlin, like a magical bowlin, in my head from this. The sun is super masculine. I love that artwork. I also found it funny going through these that I kept finding Trio Marchetti's initials in random places. So if you look super close, let me back up. You can see his initials right there. I love it. He's just like, I'm gonna subtly do this for myself. The clover. I get this a lot. I love that this is stalking me right now. Mice. Vermin in your life that are coming in your house and eating all your food and messing with you. And here's Christina's favorite. The unicorn. It's so... This is the first card. And I'm just like, how opulent is this woman? You know, she's bringing you messages on top of a unicorn and a rainbow. I'm like, that's a pretty important message to be receiving. This is, yeah, the star for divine timing a little bit. Pamela, that's how I trademark my embroidery designs in my program. Yeah, I like that it's super subtle. The thing that stood out to me, though, with this deck also, when I first pulled the cross, I didn't get that it was supposed to be a bad sign, or like a negative sign. I got that it was just supposed to be a happy thing, because usually people, when they think of divine enlightenment, they're like, yay, Deus Ex Machina. But this is more like you have done bad things for your sins kind of thing. And I thought that was interesting. The dog. This is where it clicked for me that tea leaf reading and Lenormand reading were so similar, because the dog gets super specific in in tea leaf reading. If it's barking, they're literally trying to say something to you. A friend is. If there's multiple dogs, it's multiple friends. Things like that. This was another great directional one. So if you are on this side of it, then obviously it's bad because rain, storm, and thunder. But if you're on this side, then it's hope and light and everything. So that's, I thought, was really clever. Another directional one. The fox. Biding your time, being patient. And a lot of these, I'm just like, the detail that goes into this artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Here's another one where he gives literally Gilded Reverie, and then he has his initials in the corner. Just beautiful bouquets of flowers. This is an extra one. This is Time. Time in its many formats. Or is it like a loud messages, dogs trying to get you to pay attention? Yep, that's another thing that the barking dogs can be, Pamela. This is another card that had double. Whoop. Well, because birds, literally when I pulled this, every time I think of chattering birds, I think of The Music Man. If you've seen that musical, there's literally a song where these old ladies are at this soda parlor going, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, chip, 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 chip. I think of that. Where they're literally just talking nonsense and they're causing problems. I think of that. But then they have the extra card in here, both of them same number kind of thing, where it's wise advice. They're not chattering just to chatter. They're getting actual good advice coming through. I thought that was a really great distinction between the two. Just like also the distinction, you had the clover, right? Where did it go? Ha! This is natural luck, because clovers grow, it's slow moving, things like that. And then you have dice for a riskier type of luck. I like that distinction because there's a difference between the two. So there are extra cards in here that are expansions on original cards. Thought that was a great touch. The Tower, which is not nearly as scary as the tarot reading tarot for some people. Or a tower. Bridges. Is this an extra? Yes, this is an extra, so connections between different people. Pamela says, I like the time card. Everyone's looking for extra time. Extra card. Exactly. I love this for the heart card for love. So if you got this and then you have the men on either side, it's a relationship. Hands down. Stability with the anchor. And I kind of also took this as all these seagulls are flocking around the anchor. So all these different people coming to help you. you know? The tree, which I didn't think the tree to be very much about disease and health and things like that. I saw it more like family ties, but I do like that separate meaning that they put in the guide, that it can also be for your DNA and how you are physically doing. Another person got a child, and then the sexual version of the woman here. Yeah, but you see what I mean? Like, she has the time to sit there and have all this opulent jewelry in her hair and on her ears. And then she has this necklace of Venus and these bracelets, and you know she just rolled out of bed. I love it so much. So, this deck has been super fun so far. And the main reason, well, one of the reasons I also got it, because I wanted to try Lenormand, but also I wanted to be able to teach you guys how to, because I kept getting questions about how do I do Lenormand, so that'll be an extra add-on onto the tarot course. Which, by the way, I am taking coaching clients right now for psychic development, witchcraft specifically development, speaking with deities, tarot, even things that have not been added to the course yet, like palmistry and stuff. I am taking clients for those. I have 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month packages. So let me know. I will pop a link to that into the chat. But I figured also today, since we were doing the unboxing, we could do some readings. So does anybody... Oh, and they're gilded also. They're beautiful. Looks like your daughter. Wait, which one? What? What, this one? What do you mean, Pamela? The brunette or the blonde? But if you're interested in a coaching package, I just went ahead and popped the link. Just click on coaching packages in the corner. The child card. Oh, yeah. She does look... Her crazy hair and everything. Oh. Oh, and there's his initials again on the block. Oh, I love my little lily bug. I love her. So would anybody like a reading done, then? From the Lenormand deck. I'm gonna get some practice in here. Would anybody like some cards? And these are really good for the questions that tarot isn't good with, where you have to be super specific with it. Well, like, specific and a little bit broad, where you're not limiting yourself. Lenormand is really good for the super, super specific questions. Cool. Pamela, is there anything that you want to know, or just in general how actions you can take for today? And Missy too. Do I have more tea in here? Yes, I do. Anything specific, guys? On your health. Oh, yeah, because you had your surgery, which I hope you're doing okay, by the way. So let's see what's going on with your surgery. How you're healing. Let's see. Okay. So right now, definitely you need to take a break. I know that you're trying to work at the same time, but you need to take a break, because literally, got it like this. I'm going to pull 3 cards for each thing. So, you've been through hell and back and you feel like crap. Okay? You literally got cut at from your surgery with the scythe. You're punishing yourself by doing things. You need to sit down because you're risking a lot of, like, you're playing a funny game because you're not relaxing. Even though, yes, I know it sucks, you want to get up and do things, and I know it's a lot harder because you have people. No surgery yet. Okay, so to avoid surgery then, to avoid that, you need to take care of yourself then. You know? I know it's harder because you have boys and they're running around and they need your attention as well, but I know they're big enough to help you as well. So just really take it easy. Hi, Whitney. Please take it easy. Otherwise, surgery is going to be more and more possible and you're not going to be able to avoid it like the plague. Yes. Don't push yourself, please. Your spirit will help, will like appreciate it and everything, like your family will appreciate it and you most of all will appreciate it if you take care of yourself. Isn't okay. And Missy, nothing specific with you. Okay, I'm trying. It's okay. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. Yay, Anna's back in. So Missy, whoo, whoa. Cards falling out. Okay. Let's put those to the side and see. There was nothing specific for Missy, so let's see. Are you punishing yourself because you don't have the life that you want, Missy? Yes, they are jumping out a lot. You got 2 jumpers here. Or the relationship that you want. Have things been going funky? I asked because we got Mr. Cross here. Pamela, thank you is hard when you're used to doing everything. Exactly. But this kind of forces you into a 4 of Swords moment, Pamela. And makes other people take care of you, you know? I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, so just trying to find balance again. Okay. Reason why I asked that is we got Mr. Man here that jumped out along with, in this specific order, with the clouds. So because he's on this side of the clouds, things weren't super happy here. And then making sure we have all these. These are the cards that came up. So, not so happy family life now that you don't have your engagement anymore. He's trying really hard to woo you back. So, I ask, what do you want? You know, out of the relationship. And you don't have to put it in the chat if you don't want to share. But the well is all about manifesting your desires, okay? And that the life you want, the marriage you want, the home you want is waiting for you. And it's ready to come out. But it's a matter of getting very specific with what you want. So as he's trying to woo you back, that's when you're like, okay, I specifically don't need X, Y, and Z. I understand that I as a person are A, B, and C for your flaws, for what you want in a relationship. And if you can't give me the X, Y, and Z, then we need to cut it here because I know what I deserve, you know, for whatever reason that you decided you guys broke it off. But the life that you want and the life you deserve is waiting for you. You just need to get specific with it to allow it to come in. Okay? And communication is key to any kind of relationship. When it comes to the clouds, things aren't clear cut. So both of you were kind of at fault for whatever in the world is going on that made you split. So getting very precise with your stuff, because clouds are air, remember? So communication, be direct. And be like, okay, if I can accept you for your flaws and you can accept me for mine, we need to find a middle ground. Awesome. Does that make sense? Do you have problems with any of that, because it's not a matter of if you deserve to have what's in your well, it's a matter of you do, and then Mr. Manly Man over here with the rolled up sleeves needs to help you crank it out. I saw that you were working on your throat chakra this week. Which all those little tips, I know you're in the course. Well, you're in the academy. So in the chakra module, module 8, that goes over meditation and everything, there's a bunch of easy tips and tricks in there as well to help get your throat chakra open. And any grief also that you're dealing with your heart, lots of greens and pinks. And I have all of that in there for you. But you'll totally get it. Especially with how much you've been working on your stuff, which I love your singing bowl stuff, by the way. If you ever want to share it in the group, you're more than welcome to, because it's fun. I absolutely adore it. Because you're working on that a bunch, you will be just fine. Just take care of yourself. Super welcome. Would anybody else like a card? And sending all the love to Missy and to Pamela. Yes, singing bowls are wonderful. Whitney, would you like anything specific, Whitney? We're using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, by the way. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I actually, last time you did that, Missy, I meditated with it, and it was absolutely wonderful. Oh, love you too, Pamela. Nothing specific. Okay, let's just take a look in general then. What's going on with Whitney? What does she need help with? I know you'll give specifics for me. Ooh, you got a man too. Things are looking wonderful with your man. Whitney. Let's see. We got new cards in here. You're manifesting what you want as well. Literally. The relationship, specifically the sexual relationship you want with your partner, is going very well. It's just a matter of keep being precise, like I was telling Missy, with what you want and communicating that to him, and you will be 100% satisfied in every aspect of your relationship. You're totally awesome. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Excited for you. Yeah, because the thing to keep in mind here, you are on the happy part of the relationship right now, and with being clear about what you want. It could easily flip over here if you don't stay clear with what you want. And it'll go to the tragedy side and it won't be very happy. So keep it over here and you will be just fine. Went through a rough patch, but talked it out, doing well. Awesome. Keep that up. Yeah, you're absolutely great. Keep talking to your friends too. Bottom card of the deck. Keep talking to your best friend that's been helping you through all of this. Missy, I play both traditional Tibetan and quartz singing bowls. Yes, she did the quartz in a key of A for the third eye last week, and it was fabulous. I love it. It's fantastic. You're super welcome, Whitney. Aren't these super easy and fun to read intuitively? It's a matter of just looking at the pictures and paying attention to the directions for everything. It's wonderful. Does anybody else want a card? Well, 3 cards. I know Anna is in here, and I'm going to be doing your Shufflemancy reading this weekend from the live stream. Which, by the way, because the Academy is open, I am open to coaching clients right now. So you guys, if you guys get a coaching package with me, I have a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 12-month. You get the Academy for free. Could you do a general for me? Absolutely, Anna. Never seen these cards before. Beautiful though. I got them on Amazon. They're beautiful. I love it. It's gilded like my Dreams of Gaia. I love the back of the cards. I'm going to fall in love with this guy's work, I swear. He's just as beautiful as Anne Stokes, who does the Gothic Tarot, because she does Magic the Gathering cards. And it's beautiful. I love her. Let me see. Anna! Ooh, time, peace, happiness. You are awesome right now, Anna. I know that you were job hunting this week. And all of that is going to be looking fantastic. All the fantastic things. You know? Your home life with your daughter is wonderful. You got lilies, so lots of peace and tranquility right now. And just how opulent that lily card is because of the stained glass behind it. You're on top of it. And then you have time. So time in all of its different stages is working for you. And things are really flowing for you. Especially since now you're working on your psychic development. You're working on, you know, making your life even better than it already is. It's fantastic. You really are doing great. The big thing here is don't try too hard, because things are going to come to you and it's going to be wonderful. Don't stress yourself out unnecessarily. You know? Does that make sense, Anna? Let's see. Ooh, you guys are talking about tarot decks. I have the Legacy. Legacy of Divine Tarot is actually very beautiful as well. Oh, and talk to your friend as well. It's also in the bottom for you. So, stay on top of talking to your friend as well. Nice. Daughter is having a week off from school now, so we'll have time together. I'm not going to rush it. Awesome. Yeah, get that best friend mentality with her. And I know you and your daughter are awesome. So just keep it up. It's super, super soothing right now. Awesome. All right, I'm pretty sure that was the last one. Who's watching right now? Awesome. Great. So I really enjoyed this. I love this deck, absolutely. And I really encourage you guys to get it. I may pop that on my own Etsy shop if I can find it, because I do sell decks on my shop. I'm selling the tea leaf reading cards, the tea leaf fortune cards that I have, the round ones. I'm selling those on my shop right now. Someone actually bought a deck. So if you ever need decks, shoot me a message. What else do I want to talk about? Yes. Just I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Yesterday was the full moon. I did Christina Quick. She was here. I'm pretty sure she's getting ready she's doing a training today in her own group, in the Heart-Centered Spiritual Biz group. If you have a tarot business, definitely head over there. She's my biz coach. And I was doing her Quantum Leap again yesterday, and it was wonderful. I've also been doing a lot of Abraham Hicks and just manifesting, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. Hi, Michelle. While we're still here, do you want a card, Michelle? So, like, I'm just all happy, and I hope you guys are happy as well. I hope you're glowing. I wish all the best for you. I wish all the happiness for you. And I'm so happy to be able to have this group and be able to talk to you guys and just all the wonderful things. So I just hope you have all the happiness and all the abundance is flowing your way, especially with yesterday's full moon in Libra, which is, Libra's usually, no, not Libra, Virgo, I'm sorry, is usually structured and on point and flowing, and I hope you guys aren't treating yourselves too badly and not getting down on yourselves for not completing as much as you want and things like that. Awesome. Thank you, Whitney. So it's just all the happiness for you guys. This group is amazing. Oh boy. I just got a message. Oh boy. Lots of fun things. But yeah, if no one else wants a reading, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Embrace self-care. And just use this full moon to your advantage to manifest all the wonderful things that you want. Anna says, you're awesome too. Don't forget that. I love the fact that I found your academy and your fun and easy ways of sharing your thing. I'm glad you did too, because you were growing so well. You're doing wonderful, Anna. And especially because you're so peaceful and everything's flowing for you right now, you're just doing fantastic. And I hope all the rest of you enjoy the academy as well if you decide to take a chance with it. Especially the coaching package where I work with you one-on-one, we meld it to what you want to study, and it's amazing. So please let me know, shoot me a message if you have any questions about it. I pinned the link to the academy website so you guys can actually go there, click on the membership section, and you can click on the coaching packages section and you can see exactly how much it is. There's payment plans. It's wonderful. But regardless of that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys in the group. Bye.